Well, good afternoon, English 10 students. This is Mr. Modderman coming to you from my home. Miss you guys. I hope you're all very well. Mr. Feeley and I want to say hi. I'm doing this video today. He may do one in the future, but we want to just kind of welcome you back to school tomorrow. Obviously, a different version of school, and kind of take you through what we're going to be doing for the remainder of the school year. So this video is going to have two parts. First is just sort of a welcome back and a step-by-step and a Google slide presentation. Then I'm going to actually take you to our Schoology page and kind of show you how to access things. So first of all, let's take a look here. First of all, we want to say, hey, welcome back. It's taking a second to load here. Welcome back to class. Mr. Feeley and I were looking forward to seeing our first assessment and finishing Lord of the Flies with you. Obviously, that didn't happen, and we're going to have to go in a different direction. But first of all, here's my email, Mr. Feeley's email. Our office hours are the same, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each day. So if you need to get a hold of us, email Schoology. We'll be answering messages during that time. Because we have such a big class, this is very important. We have split you up. Half of you are going to be communicating with me, and then half of you will be communicating with Mr. Feeley. The groups are as follows. If your last name begins with A through LA, you're communicating with me. So any messages, any questions, any concerns about scores, message me. LE, if your last name begins with LE through WY, you're contacting Mr. Feeley. Okay? It says here, if you have questions about assignments, scores, feedback, please contact the appropriate teacher. This will help us give timely and specific responses and help keep things organized. You can message us via Schoology or email. We miss you guys. Let's just be honest. We miss you. We had a lot of cool things planned down in the big room, and that's not going to happen now, so we're just going to have to adjust. But you are missed, that is for sure. What does it look like? Okay, this is, I'm going to take you to our actual Schoology page in a second to show it to you, but weekly lessons, you're going to have 2 to 3 lessons per week, okay? Lessons are going to be posted by 8 a.m. on Monday. This week, starting tomorrow at 8 a.m., you'll just have one lesson, and it's going to be pushed out on Wednesday. All lessons have to be done by Friday at noon. You complete the work at your own pace, okay? Stick to your plan. How we're scoring, if you don't attempt it, you're going to get a 0. If you attempt it, but it needs some help, it needs some work, we're going to tell you that in the feedback, you're going to get a 1. If it's satisfactory and you've done the work and met the requirements and you show proficiency, you're going to get a 2. All right? You do need to complete the work to earn credit for the class. There's been a lot of things going around saying, well, I don't have to do anything. I'm going to just get to go on to the next grade. That's not true. Each district is deciding what they want to do. And what we're deciding is that you need to get a 2 on all the assignments and lessons that we give you in order to get credit for the class. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact me at my email or Mr. Feeley. You can also message us via Schoology. Remember though, right, message the appropriate teacher. Okay, so take a picture of that slide, this slide right here, A through LA and LE through Y, WY. Okay, where are you going to find the lessons? Okay, I'm going to show you this in just a second here. So I'm going to exit out, and I'm going to take you to our Schoology page. If you go to our Schoology page here, there it is. Okay, lesson 1. How can we achieve happiness? Now you achieve happiness. Now you see that this is kind of faded. That's because it is not published. It's unpublished. Tomorrow at 8 a.m., Mr. Feeley and I will publish it, and you will have access to it. Okay, we have it set up in a student progress format, which shows us, right, who you are and whether or not you've completed things. Okay. There is going to be an explanation of every lesson. Here's the explanation. What do I need to do? Right? It's going to be right here. Mr. Feeley put this together, right? How can I achieve happiness? The learning target, success, criteria, everything that you need to know is right there. Okay? Just going to pull it up here. This will be easier for you guys to see. There we go. All right. So that is available for you to look at. We go back to our lesson. You'll see that there are some articles that you have to read. Okay. Scientists reveal 3 keys to happiness, and the keys to happiness, partly genetic, but you control the rest. Right? If you click on this, it'll open up a document. We're actually using this week, we're using something called Common Lit, and you'll be able to access this information and these articles and read them. You have to read the articles. If you don't open them up and read through them, we'll know that because we have the student completion thing enabled. Finally, there is a response, okay, that you have to write. What you need to write is here in the description. There are the 2 articles you need to read, and then there's a response that you have to write. Okay, this is for you to Turnitin. We've used Turnitin before. If you have questions about it, just email or message the appropriate teacher and we'll walk you through it. You can see there isn't anything there yet. So there's your process. Now, in future weeks, there'll probably be 2 lessons. So like next week, Monday morning, it'll probably be lesson 1 and then lesson 2. Okay, and once you finish, or lesson 3 and lesson 4, I'll have a video, or Mr. Feeley will have a video to explain that. Once you do the first one, you'll be allowed to go on to the second one. Okay, so going back here, this just gives an explanation. I'm going to give you guys a link to this video, but we'll get through this together, okay? And it's going to be kind of clunky at first, especially this first couple weeks, but you guys will get the hang of it. And if you have any questions, just message us, okay? Look forward to seeing your work. Get ready to start up tomorrow morning, and we'll talk to you soon.